All right. Due to some technical difficulties with Chrono Trigger, we are contemplating a project that's going to be extremely difficult, but also very cool. Something I always thought about doing. It'll kill a couple birds with one stone by trying this project. The name of the project is Super MariHour. So basically, speed run, an official speed run of 6 Super Mario games. So it's Mario 1, Mario Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3, Super Mario World, and Super Mario 64. So we'll be learning the speed runs potentially of 6 games. I already know speed runs for 2. Not fast at them, but I know how to at least speed run them a little bit. And a little bit of some of the other games. And the idea is that cumulatively, the challenge is to start from one game and beat all 6 in under an hour, and only like 12 to 15 people have done it, including people who have world records for various Super Mario World games. The challenge with this is Super Mario 64 is usually the biggest challenge because you have to do crazy, crazy glitches. Um, but if you can pull it off, it's a 10 to 12 minutes or better run. So I figured I can probably maybe potentially handle that. Um, will I actually be able to run this in under an hour one day? That's debatable. But you don't know until you try. So what I'm going to start off currently is practicing how to speedrun Super Mario Brothers 1. We're going to start the first game. I have sheets where I'll keep track of my times, and what I'll do is it's similar to what I do with Big 20 and other races. I'll have a timesheet with the 6 games, and I'll practice each one, and I'll put in my best times, and when my best times equal uh, or are less than an hour, or at least close, I'll decide when I want to decide to actually attempt a full run, which could, who knows how long that will take. But we're going to start off small with Super Mario Brothers. I'm sure once I practice a couple of the stages, we'll be able to get at least some attempts of Super Mario Brothers 1 today. That's the plan. So, yeah, we shall see. Right now, I have the rules. It's kind of new to me what this rule is in order to be eligible to post your run. So what I'm going to start off, it's not really going to be too specific. I'm going to practice emulating when it comes time to actually racing, like maybe in a month or 2 or 3, I don't know. I'm going to be using all console stuff. But for now, because it's hard to practice on console, I'm going to be practicing using emulation. Unfortunately, I will be using this PlayStation controller, which isn't the worst. I've done a lot of speedruns with this controller, so at least I'm kind of used to it. So yeah, right now I have a documentation for Super MariHour speedrun. It was updated in 2021. Matter of fact, while I'm here, let's do speedrun.com. Um, Super MariHour should now say Super Mario will come up. I think this is part of multiple Mario speedrun category extensions. Super Mario 64 category extensions. It's like multiple Mario. Let's see if I could find it. Let's just say all games. Super Mario 4 plus. This actually, I think, has the links. This is just a general guide that tells me like what type of time I should get in each game in order to kind of get under the 1 hour mark. So 5:15 Super Mario Brothers, 8:40 in the disc Super Mario Brothers 2, and so on. Before I even do anything, I need to make sure that I'm popping up the chat. Since I'm should be good here. Do that. Pop that up. And let's see. So the one thing I need to know, um, the official Discord. I'm on a Discord. Here's the official challenge. Here, we just make sure. Okay, so if you're on the larger screen, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. All right. So there's different categories, but we're looking for Super MariHour. Famicom Trilogy. That's interesting. So that must be Mario 1, 2, and 3, but all the Japanese versions. NES Trilogy is 1, 2, 3. Quadrilogy. Jeez, that was hard to say. Pentathlon, Heptathlon. Anyway, this is the one we want. So if we look at the best times in the world are all with like 51 minutes. And we scroll all the way down. There's not that many. All the way down to number 23 in last place. Well, I don't want to say last place. It makes it sound like it's bad. At the bottom, starting it off, is an hour and 36 minutes. A lot of these times, look, somebody has one from 21 days ago. Uh, this is a really old challenge, by the way. It's like a 9-year-old challenge. So there's some people on here that got the sub 1 hour and then they just never play it again, which is totally reasonable. It's probably what I do if I could do it. But yeah, it looks like only 16 people have ever. Oh, I lied. We're here. It's like this here. 14 people. And if you watch speed running, especially Super Mario Brothers speed running, you should recognize some of the names on these lists. They're like the best. Am I going to sub 1 hour? No. Is it the plan? Sure. Um, what's going on, Aaron, by the way? So yeah, we have Cosmic, who's multiple world record holder in many Super Mario Brothers games. Darbian as well. I think Slade was a world record holder in some stuff. And some of these people are like they specialize in certain games, right? Like it might just be Super Mario Brothers 1, it could be 3. Some of the people on this list who went for the 1 hour run are Super Mario 64 speedrunners, and a lot of people who won't even attempt this is because of Super Mario 64. So that's the one that holds everybody back because it's so hard. It's so hard to speedrun that game. But it's not a long one if you can learn it. So but I actually have a speedrun of Super Mario Brothers 1 that I did like I don't know how many years ago. We go to like my profile on Twitch on oh look, it's actually showing my stream. That's funny. So yeah, this is my races, Mega 16, Sega 8s, Starflight, Sonic. These are all the stuff I've done recently. As you notice, it's all Genesis stuff. And yeah, all the way down here, that was 4 years ago. I think that was my first speed run ever. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, World and 64, but it's 1, 2, the Japanese version, Lost Levels, then Super Mario Brothers USA 2, then Super Mario World, Super Mario 64. So those are the 6 games that are on this. And they're all games I'm familiar with Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan Lost Levels, not familiar with, not on a speed run level. But yeah. So this sheet here, just scooch this over a little bit so you guys can see. This is the guide where it's like, so yes, you see Super Mario Brothers, Lost Levels, 2, 3, World, and 64. Times I should be shooting for. So 5:15 for Super Mario Brothers. That could probably go up or down depending on how good I can do the other games. 8:40 for Lost Levels. Around 10 minutes for Mario Brothers 2. Mario Brothers 3, 12 minutes. 11ish for Super Mario World. 12 for Super Mario 64. So, what's up, Polly? What's going on? Yeah, Lost Levels. I've played. I've beaten all these games in various forms. Lost Levels on the NES. I don't know. I don't remember if I actually played through that one or not. Um, I had to speed run a portion of that for a big 20 race, like the first four stages or something. So I might be able to remember a little bit of something. But there's tons of guides to learn each game, and we're gonna knock them out one at a time. So, and we're gonna do this like Big 20 style. So I'm not gonna be learning all the crazy stuff because it's a marathon. I have to learn most of the crazy stuff, but not get, but also the safest stuff. Just make sure that I'm fast. That's the idea. That's the plan. This is gonna be an ongoing thing, and it'll probably lead right into the Big 20. If the Big 20 happens and there's some Mario games on there, which I doubt, that would be pretty cool. That'd be less for me to practice. But either way, this is what we're going to be doing. And yeah, I think that's going to be interesting. Now I have to decide what emulator I want to use. I think I'm going to just start off with probably this one here. This is the one I like. So as usual, we'll save state through each level so I can practice each level. At some point, I'm probably going to move some of these ROM files somewhere. Super Mario Bros. We're using this. Get this over. And then we'll do change. We can get rid of that. We're gonna add window capture, emulator, messing. Okay. There we go. Let's see. I feel like this emulator is going to be awfully loud. Um, First off, do I have the? Very good. I just want to see about the save states. I have no idea how this emulator does save states. Tools, settings, input. Do emulation. Shortcut. There we go. Rewind could be good. And we'll do scroll through save state. I can find it. Load. Save state. Load state file. Load save. Select. Previous. It's like we're there. So we'll start off with this one. Right, I actually technically didn't save. Once we set up the save states, there's not going to be that many of them. We'll be able to crank this game out pretty quickly. I'll then remember what to do. So that'll be... Alright, so the save state part didn't work. I probably shouldn't have used this emulator. We'll be fine now. Let me just... Inputs. Preferences. Shortcut. Save state. Where are you? Oh yeah, I guess there isn't. There we go. There we go. Stage 1. See if I remember it. Oh. We're just gonna get to the end. We're gonna be repeating these stages. None of this matters too much. We already messed up a save state, which is fine. Okay. Back to 1991 for you, yeah. So I'm doing a challenge. I'm going to be learning how to speedrun 6 Super Mario games. So basically all of them that you can think of up to Mario 64. We're starting with Mario 1, which I have done before a long time ago. Right now I'm emulating, and I'm not a big fan of this. But it's what I got. It's easiest to practice at the moment. When I start actually doing full runs, I'll just use my console. I can use my console for everything. Oh, I screwed up. Alright. We're already... Actually, I think we need to fix this. How far back can I... Alright, that's fine. And this is going to be real goofy until I get the save states fixed, and then we won't have to worry about it. Now we're going to go back on 1. I screwed that one up. That's 1. That's 2. That's 4-1. Okay. Alright. What's up, Narblast? Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, that was fun. Back at 16, that was tough. I'm glad I was able to put on somewhat of a show for everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm not sure which save state it should be on. 5. What's up, Attack? Thanks for the good luck. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. You didn't have enough time to learn the race. Yeah, it was a lot. It wasn't good timing for a lot of people. Which, you know, it happens. Let me see some. Don't have Yeah, it was tough because I know the Nescathlon also took a couple people away from the race too. It would have been cool to have a little bit more people to show off. The games are really good. So we want that on 4. Oh, is that saving? That's what that's doing. Oh, I have these controls all messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 5. I gotta make notes because I'm gonna screw these save states up using this emulator. God's 2 to 3 second halves is just killing me. Yeah, I kind of like turned my back on Sega for a little bit. But I managed to get a couple of PBs. I posted some of them before I got a chance to. I haven't had a chance to run through that game though. God, it's pretty tough. But yeah, that's a really cool game. At first, it was definitely a game that I was like, I think I've tried this game before. I don't like it. That's because when you don't know how to play something, you kind of like you tell yourself, I don't want to learn how to play this game. But once you actually have to learn a game, you end up appreciating it more, especially once you get good at it. -2, 2-1, 2-2. 4-1, 4-2, right? So 3 should be. Oh, right. 2-1. What am I talking about? 4-1. 4. Then 8. 1, 2, 8, 3. Yeah, the computer down you, man. That always makes me paranoid. But my computers, I built it last year, or like 2 years ago, and knock on wood, has been pretty solid for me. You don't have enough inputs. You could try to see if it takes a USB-C, like lightning dock, you'll be able to use the dock to go to different things, so. Oh, damn. Dude, the motherboards, that's another one. I had problem with my motherboard for a little bit. It kind of worked itself out. I think the RAM was not compatible with it. All right, so 3 is 4-1. 4 is 4-2. No, this is what we want. See if I can even remember how to do this. Oh, I got it. Do we want to save practices? Like we kind of do. 4, 2, 1. 5 will be 4-2-2. Sure. Dash 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll just wait on that. You never get to go. That's the first time I've even tried it since I did my speed run like over 4 years ago. So I was actually surprised I got it too. I understand the mechanics. There's like better ways to do it. I don't think I can rewind fast enough. 4-2. 4-2. 2 should be save state 5. That's fine. And now I probably won't get it for like ever because I got lucky. Wait, save state 5 loaded? Yeah, we want 4. There's a couple different ways you could do the bump. Oops, that's not gonna work. It's not that way. Yeah, and I always mess it up too. That's not gonna work. I can usually tell by what's above. Look at the number. The screen rotated too much. This is like where it really gets pretty difficult. A run reset, basically. Oh, yeah. That out. Yeah, see, we screwed up. It's tough. That's what the practicing is going to be all about. All the little things. Yeah, no good. I'm probably going to see. I'm probably going to see if I could do 0 route or I could do 1 route. You could do 0 or 1. It just depends. I've never attempted it, any of the glitches, but there's a ton of tutorials on them, so I'm confident I can learn it. Whether it's going to be like an amazing speeder now will be a different thing, but I think the hardest thing is I don't have a good controller. The only thing I was ever able to do is the stair glitch thing. The Bowser stair glitch. I've done that. I've never tried the other stuff, so we'll have to find out. I didn't get it. So we'll stay on 5 and then... No, because... No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, for Super Mario World, I think you make it to... You beat the first castle, and then you go to the first Star World, you work your way around, and then you go straight to Bowser. I've never done a speedrun of that game past the first or second castle. But it's not that many stages. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna learn the cloud glitch. There's a cloud glitch, so we'll have to. Well, I'll have to see. I'm gonna try. Maybe it might be feasible. I always surprise myself. Like I tell myself, that's like crazy. I can't do that. But like I've done a lot of crazy glitches in the past. I've learned them, so if I'm persistent enough, maybe I can handle some of it. Retro achievement, set it as a speed run. Yeah. So, but at the very minimum, if I don't ever get good enough to do a full run of all 6 games, whether it's under an hour or not, I'll have some stuff to post on speedrun.com. So I have only Mario Brothers from 4 years ago. I wasn't even a speedrunner then. Two frames off of the task. No, I didn't see that. Not at all. All the stuff that goes wrong that ends up getting the cloud. Yeah. I'm already stuck on this. I did it on my first try. It's because I kind of don't really remember how I used to do this part here. I think this should do it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, we have rewind. So, like, stupid things I'll need to practice is, like, when to jump here. Stuff like I learned, like, so long ago. So 6 would be 8-1. Yeah. Yeah, so this is gonna be hard to do some of these tricks. But I'm not gonna go crazy because it's the first game. And I don't need, like, if I get a 520, like, that's fine. Like, I don't need to go sub 5. Woo. Oh, what was it here? Rewind is actually really hard in Mario. There's a spot where I think you can big jump from. Yeah, it's like right at the tree, I think. Oh, that's funny. Even when you rewind, you can kind of... Whee! We'll be alright. What are we doing here? 7B8-2. It's a little weird playing on an emulator though, like Mario speedrunning. The fast movement on my LCD screen isn't perfect. Like I said, when it comes time to actually put runs together, I'm probably going to go to my CRT and play on my original NES. If my save states were easier to deal with, because I don't have the Everdrive Pro for the NES, I have like the old school one. Everything is manual. You have to reset the console, do all this crazy stuff to change your save states. It's not too bad in a game that you only have a couple of save states, but when you have something that has like a whole pile of them, I just freaking hit my chair. When you have a game that has a whole pile of save states, it's really annoying to practice on an Everdrive. So, hey, I appreciate it, Toasty. Yeah, I'm trying to have as much fun as possible, and when people stop by and hang out, it's good too. So I appreciate you. So this is 5. 7 is empty? 6. 6 is empty. I technically didn't save it, then did I? Okay. Wait, what? No, I definitely did. What happened? Where's my save? I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't. Damn, I suck. Okay. Hey, we're getting a practice in regardless. Oh, that's not gonna work. This is 5. There's actually a really cool practice ROM hack too that I can download. It didn't save. Why? It's not saving. Alright, we need to sort this emulator out. We need to sort it out. Once it's sorted out, man, we're good. But Jesus, why is everything being so stupid? Alright, go back to tools. Go back to settings. Input. Preferences. Shortcuts. Yeah, I don't understand. It's not working. Right click to clear the binding. So I guess we should just... Like, it should be I, and it was working. And it was there. So if we're on 7... It says empty. We hit I. Okay, now it works for some reason. Three is for 1. 4, 5 will be after I complete this. Alright. Oops. If I bump there, sometimes it's still good, but I jumped too far. Oh, you know what? I just realized what the problem is. just realized I see over on my notepad a whole bunch of eyes. So I wasn't save stating. Yeah. It was typing eyes into my notepad. Alright, at least we figured out the mystery. Yeesh. That's not gonna work, is it? No. I could just rewind until I get what I need, but the rewind function is really weird. There. So this will be 6. Save state 6. Just have to make sure I see it say save state. Yeah, this little pipe jump is hard on emulator for me. Just get through it. There's a slower, safer route that I can do. It's not really a big deal. We don't need to go crazy, like I said. Seven should be E-2. See if I remember this one. Oh. Oh, there's a trick here too. I'll have to look it up. Woo! I got a couple clips of like strats that people are using that I gotta learn to make that little area a little bit easier. E-3. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Why do I feel like that is not normally like that? I think I gotta do it a little bit earlier. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I think we have like a weird... Oh, let's just start from the beginning. I don't know what the hell happened on that. Oh. There's also a time. I'm not gonna need to worry about the time right now because this isn't a perfect run. Oh wow. Really? I don't think I've ever had that problem. Interesting. Can I not make that jump? Is there supposed to be 2 beetles there? Oh. Okay, so I kind of want to have a save state for this section. That's 9. That's 9 though. Yeah, 9 is the beginning of 8-4. Then I have 1 save state left. That's kind of a problem. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, 8-4. 8-4 is the beginning. And then we have 10 as the last one. Yeah, I think I want this to be... Oh, I guess I didn't do it right. I mean, I probably can remove a couple of the save states. Then probably the last bit could be... We gotta learn this whole section. Oh, do we have... So that fireball's there. That sucks. Can we get past that fireball though? Or do we gotta wait on that one? Alright, so I guess this could be the last save state. So again, it's not... Okay. Alright. Alright, so apparently he has two different patterns here. If he jumps forward, you go under. If he goes back, you jump through. I appreciate the randomness. It actually helps with practice, honestly. I don't like the boss though. Okay. Okay, so we have all the save states for Super Mario Bros. 1. I guess now it's time to get good, huh? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Whew. We want 380 out of there, but 379 is fine. I think anything under 520 for a whole run would be pretty fine for me. We don't really need to practice that stage. This one, there's a couple sections. Oops, or right here. Yeah, so this whole section is stupid. Let me try this again. Go up. Up. So here, it might, like, you kind of have to do this. You have to kind of figure out the best spot to do that. But you also don't have to. Like I said, we start pulling together runs, we'll start seeing, like, how close to 520 we can get. And then we'll decide what we want to do and what we don't want to do. No big deal. So, like, little things like this. Where do I want to jump from? Right here? No. If we take the first pixel from here, full jump. From here, full jump. Like, in order to do the run, you don't have to have perfect games. You have to have really fast games, but not perfect. Especially this game. This is the shortest game on the list. So trying to save 5 seconds on this don't mean anything if it takes you 30 seconds to do turnaround jump in Mario 64. 4-2. So this is a big one to practice. See, like, if that happens... No, that's no good. And I still got it, that's funny. Yeah, this one here, I may do this where I don't do this crazy jump. The idea is, if you set up the jumps correctly, you won't have to stop later on. Like right here, you won't have to stop to be one less Goomba. But like, really? Is that necessary? That little spot here too is gonna be pretty tough. So like, I could try to practice the hell out of it, or find an easy route. Even stop. Like, how much time can I really lose? You just don't want to die, that's for sure. What did I used to do here? Jump in here? I want to be down here. Get up. Yeah, and like this section here, I gotta watch a video and practice it, because there's actually a safe way to do that. Oop. All little stuff to learn. Yeah, so when that happens, you're supposed to just kind of let off. I don't even remember what I normally do here. Alright, not concerned. Oop. Like, even that's tough. Controller, sometimes, like, I hit the button. I don't know if exactly what the deal is, whether I'm hitting it too late or my eyes aren't adjusted to the screen, but I feel like sometimes things are off by a little bit. Oh. Ah! There's a little trick there. Oh, it's a little... Yeah. So, like, that would be fine. Alright, so let's Get this one sorted out. This little section right here is not easy. Oh, I need to tap. Like, you can make the jump. I think I'm just jumping too early. Not easy. And... that's the other one too. It's like it's really hard to get. You kind of just have to guess a little bit. This little thing here. Where do I want to jump is the question. Never did a long jump from here. No. I'll jump from the in between there. Do. You can do a long jump from here. Something like that. Another time where I hit the button. Didn't really feel like it jumped as I fell into the cliff or whatever. So this little section here too. Yeah, this is the other section. I'm not really sure. I don't really feel great with this. Usually do that. And sometimes I brush against that, which is good. Because it helps me out, but it also kind of messes up the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's the idea. Oop. Yeah. That's like the safe route, but then it messes everything up. Which is fine. I could do that for a while. It's not a big deal. A little bit of time here and there. So I get comfortable with the other attempts. Yeah, see, I don't really want to do this so soon. It's really hard. I'm getting a pretty good warm-up. I will try some attempts tonight, though, for sure. I mean, we got a lot to learn. There's nothing wrong with a little... Oh. Yeah, there's something about, like, you brush here, you go underneath that. Oh. Underneath the two. Oh. Jeez. Oh my, that. There's a thing here that we can learn. Oh no, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that also gets me. I have to jump a lot sooner or something. Yeah, I gotta figure this part out. That guy's getting me often. Yeah, I still don't really get that part. Well, that section I gotta practice a little bit. This section I gotta practice. This as well. Yeah, so if he jumps forward, it's easy. If he jumps backwards, you have to jump through his hammers. So the idea of that is, if I'm not good at jumping at the hammers, then I should probably figure out a backup strat. Yeah. If Mario RPG, I don't know. I've actually played. Well, I played the remake. Didn't do so hot, but I mean, the only reason I know what happened with Chrono Trigger, why the last two streams I got a total of 5 views, VOD plus live stream. Is the problem is that it was copyright striking me for all the music. So the option is if I want to play Chrono Trigger, I have to play with no sound, so I don't get copyright strikes. Because what happens is as soon as it notices it, it makes it so it just hides my channel. Because right now, this is like I'm playing Super Mario Brothers, and I got a total of 625 total views, which means people are seeing the channel. It should say 5. Like it's been between 400 and 600 every single night for a month. And then when I just see 4 or 5, and then nothing on the VOD later, I knew something was up. But I think it's because of the music in that game. And Square Enix and Nintendo, they just shut you down and they just remove you right off the discovery, which is why I'm not playing it right now. And I don't want to play the game if I have to turn it all the way off. That's just lame because the game's too good to just play on silent mode. So I'll have to figure something out with that maybe. I think there's a threshold where if it's really low, you might not get flagged. But if I get flagged and nobody watches, then it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours of you know missing stuff. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, see, that's tough. So this isn't too bad, and we still have freaking dude. So I apparently, even though I have 30 to 35 megabytes of upload speed, it's still telling me I don't have enough internet. Being stupid. Let me test it. Download doesn't mean anything, but I got a gig of download speed. That's awesome. The upload is trash. Let me just see what it is. Sometimes it sorts itself out. Yeah, so it's down from 30 to 20. That should still be fine, though. Okay. So do we want to give it a go? I think we should give it a go. I think for a base run, if I could just get 530 again, I'd be pretty happy. Alright, well, we don't want to listen to this. So I figure it out. Alright, so let me sort out... Do. Wah. We want, do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4-1, 4-2, 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4. I have to see what they actually. Where's the stock? Somewhere around here. Is it here? Just trying to find the rules. I had them up and they disappeared on me. Just gonna pull up my Discord quick and getting started. Game 1. This dock is gigantic and it's not exactly telling me. Let me go to speedrun.com. It's probably the best place to go. Rules. Alright, let's just go with the regular Super Mario Brothers speedrun rules. I know this is being a pain. My apologies. Everything's just scattered. We're doing any percent. The rules. Oh, they might not actually like this emulator. I didn't even think of that. Alright, well, I'm not gonna submit it. We just won't submit it. They have rules against this emulator. They're really picky about things. Alright, you know what? I overcomplicate this. We're gonna use the NES. So I'm gonna put in the original Mario, I believe. We're gonna do this right. Genesis. Nope. Nope, that's not the some other power. There we go. I've got 2 Super Mario Brothers games. All right. So instead of doing emulation, we are going to do the actual hardware. So let's get that loaded. I think I already have everything set for it. I just need to enhance video. Boom. Then there we go. Kicking it old school. Playing with some classic old yellow controllers. These bad boys are. It might take me a minute to get used to this. Okay, so I need to. I see that my live split is not up. I'll get that sorted out in a second. So we have SMB 1 any percent Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Any percent. Okay. Rules. Global rules. Game audio, turbo, blah, blah, blah. I know, multiple. So when does it start and stop? Why is this going to be so freaking complicated? Timing is done using SDA standard. Start the frame 400 appears in the top right corner after selecting one player. The frame, all sprites are invisible after touching the axe. Okay. Using save states, blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. Whatever. We're not gonna worry about it. I do want to change my layout though. So let's say okay. Edit the layout. Okay, 8 master. Main layout. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Now we just need to add it. And I swear we'll get some runs in. Promise. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta use this thing. I forgot about that. And it's we're just gonna. So when's it start? I think it starts when you take control. just gonna do it at the start button. I don't know. Oh yeah, this feels weird. We're just gonna go. I forget, like CRTs are round. It'll take me a minute to get used to it. It feels way more responsive, so now I gotta get used to that. As soon as it goes to gray, I'm gonna switch. See, I made the jump. Okay, so I need to practice on CRT, I think. I think I just gotta figure it out. It feels so nice to be using an NES controller, though. Maybe not the corners, but the A and B button for sure. Plunk. No. So if that happens, it's a reset. There's no way you can fix that. It's okay. I would just be happy with a deathless run. I'm not really too concerned about the time. That's something we're going to be working on. See, that's slow because I got the fireworks. I messed up. It's okay. Screw that up, just slow down. Alright, see if we can get it. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so if you die there, you can try again. So what we're gonna do... We can build that into the route before we do the other one. If it's killing the route all the time. And as I get more practice and I can do the other stuff. Felt that one. I felt that one. A jump button. That's gonna happen. Wonder how many attempts it's gonna take me before I get a full run in. Could take plenty. My eyes are starting to get used to the CRT though, so that's good. It will be better off if I do it this way anyway. The only difference is if I want to practice, I may have to put in my Everdrive, but I'll get the practice ROM as well, and yeah, that'll be fine. We'll get it. Missed a jump. No resets. Get an auto splitter would be nice too. Except I'm not emulating, so it wouldn't really work as nice. What am I doing? Do. No! Ouch. Oh no. Oh, because I landed on the pipe, I lost my jump. I only got 1 life. I tried for it. I tried for it. Got a little farther. Maybe I should just get my Everdrive in there while we're at it. Guess I want to stop for a minute and practice. I think it's probably the best option. I'm not 100% sure this has it on there, but maybe it does. We'll find out. Hold on. Oh wait, give it a second. There we go. Oh. No, we don't have the ROMs on here. Well, so much for that idea. While it's still early, what we're gonna do is we're gonna want I'm gonna load up this SD card with a few ROM, but I gotta find them real quick. It's hopefully it's not gonna be too much of a pain. We need we want a couple ROMs. Resources. Practice ROM. Halson. Practice on PELLSS01. I think I had that at one point. I don't really feel like having to patch it at the moment. All right, so we're not gonna be able to get the practice ROMs. I don't have time to do all the patching, but I am going to get. I am going to load this up with the Super Mario Brothers ROM. This is going to be a pain. Nothing in life is easy in the world of speedrunning. Where is no? It's missing. All right, I guess I lied. So I guess I know what I'll be doing when I get off the stream tonight. Is trying to find the ROMs and load up this. I lost my little USB. Oh, here it is. Never mind. We're going to have to unplug the camera for a second. I promise it'll be worth it when it's all done. All right. So we're gonna do full ship new MariHour. I know you can't see me, but I'm here. I promise. We need to drop some ROMs in here. Add ROMs USA. Super Mario Bros. Okay. No, we don't want all 9. What are you doing? Okay, got Super Mario Brothers. Oh, if we do World, we'll get Super Mario Brothers. Normal. JU, we'll put that in. Then we'll put Mario Brothers 2. I don't want hacks. Can't do that. USA Super Mario 2. Oh, damn, it's not even there. There we go. Super Mario Brothers 2. 3. And if we go to trained hacks, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna drop that on the outside and see what it is. In case it happens to be Palson ROM. Okay, good enough. Let's get it out of here. That's great. Come on, you can do it. Oh, so much for that idea. All right, well, I failed. Because now the SD card's stuck inside the NES, so now I gotta take the NES apart, which I can't do right now, so we're gonna go back to the emulator. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So is life, right? Now we just need to actually turn off these Now the downside of having the emulator is it takes a really long time to turn off all the shortcuts. There's why I wanted to use my console. This is good. This is like the growing pains, right? I'll have it sorted out for tomorrow night's stream. We don't got to stress out about it. Because I don't have to stress out about it. But right now, things are just kind of doing their thing. But anyway, let's. I may have to reset if I accidentally hit start or whatever. So we're just gonna start from here. I'm gonna make like a little checklist to be prepared. It's also a little louder. Okay, reset. For whatever reason that didn't work. Holy crap. Oh, I see why. I see what's going on. Oh. Windows telling me we can't. Telling me I can't install updates. Like, come on, man. Chill. They know I'm busy. Oh my goodness. Go slow. Just keep going. You can see the difference, right? Like, that wasn't happening on the NES. I gotta be like a little earlier. A little bit of a delay. Okay. Not a big deal. And why is it jumping every time I start the stage? Alright, we gotta go to long route. I'll screw that up. Ah, why? Every time. What's going on? That's so annoying. Buttons feel so muddy. Jeez. Why? That's so weird. I don't know why that's happening. I'm like buffering to jump on or something. That's... It's just me, really. Oh my goodness. I think that's it. Can I rescue my NES real quick? So I don't have to play on an emulator. Waste my time with this. I think I can. Something metal. Sucks. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Be metal and sharp. For those who are wondering what the hell's going on, the original NES is a front-loading thing, and the SD card that goes into an Everdrive sticks out a little bit. So what happens is if it pops out at all, it gets stuck in the NES, and that's a serious problem. Having right now, there we go, we got it. So what I do is I tape it so it doesn't do that. The problem is when you take the SD card off, you have to tape it up again. Fresh out of tape, but sometimes you don't need to actually do it necessarily. Let's use this. One of these. Kind of a mess. All right, we got the Nintendo working. Let's get back. Cool. Thank, thank something. Thank me. My ability to figure junk out. Okay. Let's just see what this is. This is what I think. Oh, it doesn't work. Here, are you serious? Fantastic. And if I reset, good. All right, we're good. Hooray. Oh, all right. Here we go. Yeah, this feels so much better. It really does. I don't even care that I messed that jump up. It felt good. Okay. That was scary. Oh no. Yeah, so like while I'm doing this, I'm kind of making mental notes of like areas that I really need to grind. Make sure I got them smooth, but right now it's not a big deal. So we can do that and be pretty fast too. I might just do that until I'm good at the other stuff. Try to figure this out. Well, oh my goodness. It's okay. Ah. No! I lost my momentum. Stupid internet, man. No, we're doing so good. Can we do it? Can we make it through? Nope. What is up with my internet tonight, man? It's amazing all day, and then after 9 o'clock, it just gets absolutely obliterated. It's annoying. YouTube is not receiving enough video. I've got 30 megabytes a second freaking upload. Like, what? Like, why? I don't understand. Do a little test. 12, 10, 20. All right. I mean, damn, nothing I can do about it, but it's really frustrating. Really frustrating, Optimum. Freaking ripping me off. A jump button. That's not good. Oh, I almost got it. Almost got the jump there. It's not really worth it, but sometimes it just feels good. Why do I keep doing that? Alright, let's keep it moving. Just keep it moving, that's all. I guess if you get one firework, it actually doesn't make a difference. Supposedly. I hit jump too early, I guess. If we die again, we gotta reset. We can't have more than one death soon. We'll just do that, I think, so I can get that jump. Yeah. Did I scroll too much? No. Go. Oh, that's scary. Okay. Oh. Still alive. Right. Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that. Ah. That wasn't a bad run. I messed up too many times. Okay, try again. Oh, my timer wasn't going. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Okay, any slower than that? I'm gonna like go against the wall there, but I keep messing it up. A late split doesn't matter. I think I screwed it up. I did. Damn. That sucks. I can tell by where I landed, and once you get to that point, it's over. So I think I'm probably gonna. Like I can get that like 50-60% of the time, but I think I should probably just do the other routes. It's not that much slower, so we're gonna try stick with a more safer route for now. Hard as that looks, it's surprisingly not that hard for me to get that move. Even though I kind of mess it up a little bit, but like for some reason it's like not that hard. Yeah, the YouTube keeps yelling at me that I don't have enough internet to upload, even though I supposedly do. Not really sure what's going on with that. Keep trucking along here. Oh, come on. That's my own fault. I kind of was trying to think about the other route. Oh. Okay, I know what my problem is. All those little bumps that I take allow me to go on the platform better. So I gotta take the bump still. Okay, we're learning. Oh no. Yeah, this is real hardware. It's the only way to speedrun this game, to be honest. I was using an emulator to practice, and then like it just wasn't working out. So I'm back on the NES, which is it makes a huge difference, honestly. You just feel like you're in control. So. We haven't made it past 8-2 though, unfortunately. It's just the first night of practice and learning, so we'll get there. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Ah. Whenever I mess that up, now we're gonna get fireworks. My goal really is I want to be able to beat this game in under 5.5 minutes. Deathless 5.5 minutes and go from there. It's just one game out of 6, so it's not like I'm gonna go crazy on this one. I'm not going for world record or a super top time or anything. At least better than my old practice time. My best time is 5.5 minutes, which was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. But for the purposes of the challenge, 5:20 would be fantastic. Which I'm pretty sure I'm capable of at some point. brothers, the brothers, the brothers. That's gonna be the route. Until I can get consistent at the other stuff, I'll just do this. It's still tough, but it's a little bit more consistent. It's not an instant reset. Alright, can we do something? Nope. I don't know why I held left. I was staring at a jumping spot. Kind of not doing what I was supposed to be doing. The old slow and safe strat. Uh-oh. I kind of like fat thumbed the B and A button on that one. It was kind of my fault. Oh, this is the other safe strat I used to do. I forgot about this. I forgot all about that one. So remember that. So I do a little bit more of a grind on this last worlds. Alright, PB. Ah, yeah, damn it. Dead? We are dead. That little spot there is annoying because when he's low, you have to kind of let go of A real quick and jump on him and then run, but then I didn't get my next jump button there. Time is it? Yeah, we still got a little bit of time. I'm gonna go do something real quick. I'll come back and try to do like 1 or 2 more runs, 3 or 4 more runs. Believe it or not, like the stage I just died on is not even really the hardest stage for me, but there's a couple. If I can get there without dying, and I can probably brute force my way through it. And the last dungeon isn't too difficult for me as long as everything goes smooth. But the hardest stages is basically 8-2 is probably the hardest. And then just making stupid mistakes before that. But I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Oh, backing up my wires. Ah, we're bound for a run. Matter of fact, my start and end time, for whatever reason, when I go to speedrun.com, and it just does not tell me exactly when I'm supposed to make splits. That's really annoying. Really annoying. In case I get a good time, I want to post it. I can't actually remember when it starts, but 20%. Joe rules. Global rules. Game audio must be all times require anything. Blah blah blah. Turbo. Blah blah blah. Multiple input devices changing. You may ask. Customer palette runs must begin with the first quest. Dude, like that's just beat the game as fast as possible. Timing is done using SDA standard. The frame 400, which I don't know what frame 400 means, so I can't do anything about that. So when you touch the axe, that I know. Times are below are treated additional scrutiny. That's fine. PALS 508. You must use the reset function in your emulator or console. Fine. After selecting, all right, just so that I know what the deal is. I'm gonna look at somebody's speed run, see when it starts, and then we'll go from there. Called the Goombas Buttheads. Yeah, that's basically what. You ever see the what they would look like if they were realistic? The people have like the 3D or 3D. They have like the AI images. Man, it's pretty nasty. Born in '83. Yeah, I was born in '80, and the first time I played Super Mario Brothers, it was pretty wild because I played a little bit of Atari. I think the Nintendo probably like 86, 87, 87 around that range. Um, Maybe 88, somewhere in that range. I'm not really sure when I actually got to see it first, but
Thank you, Theory Joe, for the $10.
thank you for the $10. So this is someone's live stream. I'm just trying to figure out when I'm supposed to start the timer.
Oh my god, what am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing, dude. You're loud. Where's your volume?
The classic.
Okay, so the timer starts when you take control of Mario. Okay, there we go. That's good. That'll actually give me a little bit more time. Boing. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We're just hoping for a 530 or below, just practicing. Lofty, lofty goal. Food fight. Yeah, that's actually looked like a pretty fun game. I never played that one. It's the main classics. We'll keep going. Now we'll reset. I think the first Atari game I ever played, I would have to guess one of the first couple. I think it was someone Space Invaders. Well, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Asteroids for sure. Those are like one of those three were the first. I don't know which one. And then eventually I played some more games like E.T. Some other games like that. You had a Mattel console? Yeah, I had something too that was it was like a 3-pack. It had a gun and a little steering wheel or something. And I don't know exactly what that was. I think one day I searched it online and I found out what it was. I don't remember what it is though. But this was way before Nintendo, or at least that I had a Nintendo. It might have been like 84, 85. It might have been 85. I have an Intellivision. I can't use it to stream, unfortunately. So I do some modifications to it. One day I'll do a modification to it. Maybe so I can do a S video or something. It'd be cool to stream some Intellivision. I don't know. I've never had one. I got one for Christmas. And I got a bunch of games. It'd be cool to stream those on actual hardware. Can't do that on an emulator. Or that. Yeah, I had it as a kid, and I have it now, and I always liked E.T. I didn't understand it, or what the hell, how to beat it or anything, but I always liked it. I thought it was kind of interesting. It was like an adventure game, where most games that I had were just like arcade-style blast crap endlessly. So it was like kind of like my first actual real game, where it wasn't just shoot blocks. Oh, I had that game, I don't know what it was called, but it had the tanks and all the different little games that go with it. That was pretty cool. Playing that with my family growing up, shooting each other with the tanks. Screw that up. Get in there. The XCGS, yeah. That thing always looked pretty cool. I didn't know about it until, you know, watching like 8-Bit Guy on YouTube and stuff. But that thing seemed pretty cool. The Atari computer consoles. Oh man. That was a weird thing on my part. I kind of... Oh no. I didn't hold the jump long enough? It's not good. And that sucks. It's still in the parents' garage. Yeah, I better go get that bad boy. Probably needs all new capacitors and stuff, though. It's like the biggest problem with the older consoles is the capacitors start to go. The capacitors are going in my Nintendo, which is why if you look closely at your screen, you can see a little zigzag. It's like a weird, let's see, like weird, like wavy lines. That's because my capacitors are on the way out. It's still working. I have other options. It's just not as good as the original NES, so I don't bother. Boop, boop, boop. 78. I also have an Atari 2600 with a handful of games too, but for the same reason as the ColecoVision, it only has that old school hookup, so I can't stream that unless I modify that as well. Oh. Yeah, I have a ton of like YouTube subscriptions where all they do is like repair, and I've been watching like repair videos like forever. Oops, that was a leak split. I love watching it. I haven't really repaired anything too much. I did a couple of little things, like I have a soldering iron and all that stuff, but all cheap, crappy equipment. I've only done a couple of things. I'd like to learn. I gotta start small though. Like I have a Xbox 360 arcade fight stick that I wired a Genesis controller inside of it so that I can use that instead of an actual controller. Which works. It's great. But that's like the extent. No, I screwed it up. Adrian's Digital Basement? I don't know if I've heard of that one. I'll have to look that up later. Like my YouTube like subscriptions is all like 3 different things: retro games, retro repairs, car repairs, car rebuilds. That's kind of it. Honestly, it's kind of funny. Man, so slow. Retro Man Cave, I think I subscribed to somebody like that as well. Yeah, there's a couple other guys too that just do very specific things, like HD modding. Oh, I fell. Like N64s and Nintendos and stuff like that. Okay. Cool. If I go for the 4th step, I always get it. Ah, you've been in IT for 20 years? I've been in IT for about 7, 8 years. It was a career change for me. Currently in IT. That's funny. Not yet. So yeah, programming stuff too. Like, I probably have over like 100 channels that I subscribe to. I should probably like unsubscribe at some point, but it doesn't really matter. I just let them ride. Ooh, that was close. I thought I was gonna hit the turtle. Go! I work at a college dealing with their database and banner crap that they use and applications. Also what I do. It's not what I want to do, but it's what I do to pay the bills. Oh, that's luck. Oh yeah. We're gonna do this. That's so freaking scary. I gotta figure that out. Server admin, SharePoint developer. Oh, that's sweet. Oh yeah. I do the most boring, obnoxious crap, but they pay me well, so I'm not hating. Am I gonna make it? I did. Yay! I didn't do like the 1 second bump. No! Oh, come on. Alright, well, we got a completion at least. It's a good start. Got some... Do. We present you with a new quest. Yeah, right. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy it, man. This is what I do to get a break from all the crap I deal with at work. You know, I come home, hang out with the family, got 4 kids. Busy, and then when it's like 7 o'clock, I go down to my basement, turn on my NES, and play games like I'm like 8 years old again. But hey, we finally got a time. 5:49, huh? I got a little sheet I'm working on that's gonna keep track of these times. first official completion. 549. And nowhere near where I want to be. That's fine. We want to be around 5:15 to 5:30, but we'll get there. You got dogs not impressed with your hobbies. Yeah, you know. Get a nice little dog bed, little treats. Tell the dog to go relax. Do 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 do. I wonder if I even remember how to play. I did put the other ROMs on here. I have Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 for the Super Nintendo. I actually own all the games here except for the Super Mario Lost Levels. That's a Japanese game. I don't have a way of playing that other than that through here. So we're going to worry about that later, but Super Mario Brothers 2, I did learn how to speed run that once upon a time. Yeah, dog's probably like, what the hell are you doing making all that racket? I'm trying to relax over here. Super Mario Brothers 2. A sub 10 in Super Mario Brothers 2 would be a nice goal, but it doesn't need to be. Be around 10 minutes. Honestly, the hardest ones to learn, I mean, these NES ones are pretty tough, but they're real short. I think it's going to be really tough for me to learn Super Mario World because I don't ever play like Super Mario World, Super Mario 64. I don't play them and in a speedrun sense. So like learning how to speedrun them is going to be a little tricky. But I have learned the other ones for various challenges somewhat. Maybe not it's the whole game, but probably your internet went away again. That sucks. Well, my Everdrive does. I just don't have the ROM. So this challenge was created by the best speedrunners in the world that speedrun Mario Brothers. I'm not one of them. I'm pretending like I am. I have to get a very specific ROM to play the Japanese version because I guess you can get an NES version where somebody took the Japanese. So it's like Famicom is a .fc file and NES games are .NES files, but they made a conversion, but apparently it's faster than the Famicom disc version, so you're not allowed to use it. But it is what it is. We'll get it sorted out. I'm part of the Discord group where they're all the people who have already done the challenge are all there, so I can always ask them to clarify and kind of figure that crap out. But yeah, this game here, just gonna play this for fun. This one's tough. I had to beat this game in a Big 20 race a couple years ago. The whole idea is like you want to like pick this dude up. You can run faster. Woo. Oh yeah, and then there's like this weird thing. Like that. A little jump there. A little double jump. Like you buffer off a dude and jump up. I'm currently playing hardware. Here's the thing. I was doing emulator, but the problem is my monitors are trash. So they have a little bit of input delay, and also I'm using a USB PlayStation classic controller, which isn't the best. More or less, it's just a slight delay. But when I'm playing on NES, I'm using a CRT, no input lag. It just feels so much better. Like when you're speedrunning and you're on a CRT and you're like, wow, like you think you're fine, and then you're like, it's such a big difference. Well, it's enough, especially with games like this. Some games it doesn't matter as much. This game's gonna be a real pain to learn. There's lots of like little tricks and shortcuts with these games. Like a lot, and they're not easy to do. Yike. Yeah, the first time I saw this game, I didn't even know it existed. A friend of mine growing up, I went to go visit his house. Well, I grew up next to him, and they had a Nintendo. Now, his mom had a Nintendo. He didn't actually have the Nintendo. And it was just like, I was shocked because I didn't have a Nintendo, and he had Super Mario Brothers 2 with it. That was the first time I ever saw the game. And it was weird, but it was awesome. Yeah, something. Oh. Oh no. Anyway, I just want to play this for a couple minutes. Yugu continues. What I usually do is use Luigi here, I think. Oh no, it starts you at the beginning. Good old floaty Luigi. Yeah, nobody knew that this was technically not Super Mario Brothers 2. I mean, for a lot of people, at least where I was growing up, like, when this game came out, like, nobody really had a Nintendo quite yet. Like, not everybody had a Nintendo. Like, people were still slowly starting to grab them, you know? I feel like just before Super Mario Brothers 3 came out, that's when, like, it was common that everybody had a Nintendo in their house at some point. Because it was super popular by that time. He had all the systems. Yeah. I had a family friend. He was an adult, and he was big into Nintendo. And then when the Genesis came out, he was buying up all the Genesis stuff. So I got to play a lot of Genesis through him, and like the Sega CD and everything. Like I got to play that really early. We didn't have a lot of the Sega CD games. I think after that it kind of like dropped off, but it was still pretty cool to be able to have. Oh no! What the hell was that? To have access to stuff like that back then. That stuff was expensive. Wing Commander Ultima 6. Yeah. Wonder what my best time is with. Whoa. Oh, it didn't work. There's lots of skips that you can do here to get up top there. I usually use like Luigi and the Princess. Sewer Rats, yeah. One game that it was kind of terrible, but I enjoyed playing was the Star Wars games. Rebel Assault, maybe it was. Like, it was pretty good. Like, I thought the game was fun. I beat it. I was able to beat it, but like, it's not good, but I enjoyed it because it was like kind of 3D, kind of not. I don't know. Like 5 frames per second, but like you're flying through space. It had CD music and crappy videos. I feel like Princess is extremely slow, but maybe if it's possible to get a sub 11 in this game with Princess, maybe I'll just use her anyway, just because it's such a safe. It's just slow, is really all it is. See, I didn't like the Jurassic Park Sega CD game because I couldn't figure that game out. That was another one that they had. I just couldn't figure it out. So I just got like bored of it. But maybe if I would have figured it out a little bit, it would have been more fun. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I hate this stage. I hate all the stages. I love this game, but it is an annoying game to learn how to speedrun. I'm just winging it. I don't remember like how to do a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, I didn't get really far. I just got like stuck walking around and stuff, trying to figure out what to do. I didn't figure it out, but maybe one day I'll watch like a speed run of it or something, or a playthrough. Maybe I'm missing out on something. Doopy-doopy-doo. 0 lives. We're just playing through. Legacy of the Wizard, yeah. Well, no, not the whole game. So there was a challenge where you had to beat 2 of the I've beaten the game before, and it wasn't a speed run. It took me like 10 hours. I don't even know how long it took. It took a long time. But I was playing it casually. But I had to learn a speed run and get the 2 dragons. I think 2 or 3 dragons. That was part of a race a long time ago. That game is really cool. It's a tough speed run to learn, though. Oops. Alright. Well, we gotta continue. Sure, let's do the continue. So this one I'll have to practice. I'm using various... Like, they use Luigi and they use Toad. Because they're the fastest, and Luigi you can skip the most, typically. And I like Princess because she's the easiest. The safest. But she's really slow with like this part here. We tried. I always thought of an extra life. There's a crazy way to get past this stage with Luigi. It'll be interesting to learn that. I've never tried it. I know, I've seen it. It's crazy. This is super slow, but doesn't know how to do it. Ooh, that's scary. Going. Beast crab. Yeah. Oh no. Super safe strat. I think my best time in this game is like 17 minutes or something. It's not great. Never actually beat it. Yeah, it's not an easy game, that's for sure. There's some kind of nonsense in this game. That's one of them. Oh my god, how did I make it through there? I beat this game as a kid, but it was definitely not an easy game to beat. Ah, I did it too late. Oh, we still got a life. We're hanging in there. Oh no, really? That's the worst. Come on, Mom, I'm about to win. Get in here, eat your macaroni. Oh no! There we go. Oh. Woo. No, we were so close. Wah, wah. Oh well, that was a fun little retry. Oh, what's retry mean? Ah, it means start from the beginning. We almost made it, just kind of winging it through. See, like, I kind of remember some of the game. We'll get some good practice of that game at some point, too. I'm not really sure if I'm going to practice these games in order or not. I'm just going to practice each game that I know. Super Mario Brothers, because it's the shortest game, will probably be done kind of on a daily. So I'm consistently getting like 530 or 520 or better. But Lost Levels is going to be a tricky one. I've never done a speedrun of that game at all. I played it, it's just... But hey, it's just the first night. Kind of fun. Anyway, that is going to do it for tonight. I gotta go to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow night. We'll probably practice a little bit more Super Mario Brothers 1. Hopefully I'll have the correct ROMs by then. And then we'll maybe take a look at Super Mario Brothers 2. Or Lost Levels Japanese version. I just gotta make sure I have the correct ROM that's acceptable. And yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for hanging. Sleep well. Better save these splits too. '80s montage, yeah. Get some of that good Rocky.